Hello everybody, welcome to the video. Today we have a little bit of a, not a surprising one, but just a video to go over how to keep the game in style. Yes, this is probably all hypocritical, sure. You can file that against me, sure. But I'm here to kind of just go over a few things to keep MX bikes not alive, but just to keep it a little light and keep it at least going for a little bit longer until we get an update or until anything happens. But first things first, make sure to consider leaving a like after this video before you just go ahead and like it right now. Sure, some people may just like me, which is great, and you guys can leave a like now, but wait to leave a like until the end. I'm sure you guys will have a lot of thoughts and opinions on what I'm going to say. So yeah, hopefully this is an okay constructed video. We're just going to be riding a little bit of some Supercross here, Hunt Dog Supercross V2, I think that is, or I think that's what it's called, and just going over a few things I have written down over here on my third monitor. First things first, I want to stop complaining about every little thing on the TFC tracks, unless obviously it's something worth, whining or bitching about. So what I mean is, every time I hop on the tracks, I always find something to complain about. Last week at High Point, there was plenty to, but there's a lot nicer ways to go about it. You don't need to blabber it out every 15 seconds, like every time you go down. Doesn't need to be announced why or anything. Kind of just accept your losses, maybe grunt a little. Doesn't matter. But I think TFC and Stony right now are getting a lot of hate, and sure, some of it might be a little bit deserved. But I don't know. I feel like everyone in the community right now is overreacting on the TFC tracks. Lynn's made a great video that I agree 100% with. That kind of shows what MX bikes could be and how JV's tracks are, I think right now the highest of standards, and that is barely even questioned. I don't think that's even close, because I mean, I don't even have most of the GP tracks. I think I have 2 or 3, and they are great tracks, and I'm waiting for the pack to come out, and I'll get up and grind those once they come out for sure. Or I guess I won't grind them, but I'll ride them at least. And this whip section is tough. Basically, I wouldn't just be so quick to go hating on TFC, is what I'm saying. At least give him a little bit, of room. I don't really know how to say this, but give him a little bit of some wiggle room with, your guys' comments, a little bit too early or whatever it may or may not be. Say, the track just comes out, you're spinning your first lap, you find something bad on the track that you personally don't like, and you go ahead and make a silly comment on it saying it's trash, TFC doesn't know what he's doing. Then that is a little bit over the line, in my opinion. I just give him a little bit more. But obviously, if there's something that is worth bitching about, I'm definitely going to bitch about it. And like I said, this is probably all hypocritical because I've not liked the tracks. Full disclosure, there's a lot that can be done with the tracks that I think would be great. But there are parts about the tracks that I do enjoy and I ride them for, but I've kind of stayed away from motocross outside of the days that they actually come out. In all honesty, I haven't really been grinding per se. I think Lynn's hit it on the hit the nail right on the. I don't know that right now. I can't come up with that. Basically, I think that Paulo was the best track, and that's that. I'm still trying to come up with the. Is it hit the nail right on the head? I think that's what it is. I can't remember. I have like short-term memory loss. I really don't know what's wrong with my memory, but there's definitely something wrong with it. Anyways, next, let people in the community cook. Let people have their freedom and creativity, and let them kind of put it into their tracks, bikes, whatever, and like maybe praise them for it. Like let them cook. You ain't gotta hate on everything you see. If you see something you don't like, pass on. You don't have anything nice to say, don't say it at all. So it comes back to that. I mean, honestly, if people in the community want to, bring something to the game, it should be welcomed instead of something that maybe people aren't a big fan of. Maybe shouldn't, be so harsh, I guess. I understand it's not kind of the community that we're in. We are definitely one to speak our minds for sure, and kind of think out loud a little bit. So kind of just saying that if there's something that you don't think is cool, It's fine. Let it go. Someone else has spent their time to make it, and people that enjoy it will enjoy it. Next thing that kind of ties in with this conversation is praise what needs appraisal or praising. So basically, we've seen a lot of good stuff come out in this game. All right, we've seen we've seen the JV tracks, factory bikes, and so on and so forth. So you guys can kind of come up with things that you like. I mean, tracks like this are great. So gotta kind of look at it like what has come out. You know, we don't take it for granted anymore. All right, guys, we need to start congratulating. We need to start, like I said, praising the people who make these. It gives them a little bit more drive. Maybe donate $1 or 2 their way if they have some sort of donation link. It would be amazing to keep these good things coming out. Factory bikes are really a fun twist on the game for a little bit. JV tracks are by far and out the best in the game, and so that also I think needs appraisal. I don't know. It's just a lot of things right now that we could do to keep the game going, and I think a lot of that has to do with the community, obviously, because Paboso ain't gonna do shit about it. So I think that we're looking at a whole new structure in the upcoming, few updates where it's not going to be community ran, but I like the analogy I used in one of my videos before I was talking about MX bikes. I was like, well, the community is pretty much in charge. Well, Paboso's out of town, like I kind of like that right now. That Paboso hasn't been present in the game, and that's fine and expected. But right now, the community's kind of running the game along with the OEM team, and then obviously TFC, JV, the guy that makes the MXGP tracks. That is JV, by the way. I'm not trying to say two different people there, but I don't know. It's really, really tough to kind of put a label on where we're at in the game right now. I don't know if we can really say that it's dying, but I could say it's a little underwhelming right now, at least, and that's a damn fact. So I think right now we just need to, praise the good things in the game right now. If you're gonna try to find something to do, I mean, obviously try to have fun with it. This is probably the most hypocritical one I'll hit on. It is try and have some fun with whatever you're doing, or just hop on and do something fun every here and there. If you want to play bikes but you don't want to like do something annoying, go on to the game, grab a pit bike and hit some dunes, whatever it is. Just try to have some fun. Maybe hop on with the boys. Maybe do a little bit of some soul searching and see what makes you happy in the game. So this is probably most hypocritical for me because I basically hop on to record and then I get off, and then I try not to touch the game for the rest of the day. But I do find myself kind of playing every here and there on a few more fun, on the tracks on the fun side for sure, I think are what I'm trying to gravitate myself towards at this point. And then I mean, I would be so much better if I actually grinded the TFC Nationals, but probably not gonna happen. I'm also working on some new lean settings. I'll let you guys know on that, but I'm slowly dialing back my linearity and messing with a few other things that I might, come out with a video with here soon. Okay, is this triple possible? It is. Interesting. Last but certainly not least, if you're going to criticize something, try to make it constructive criticism on the right things. And also, this goes with speak before you, okay, wow. Think before you think. Think before you speak. Oh my Lanta, I cannot talk. What I'm trying to say is think before you speak, and just direct your criticism into constructive criticism if you can. So on the TFC tracks, don't say this shit's garbage. I'm done. Like kind of give a few reasons why maybe, and then don't leave so aggressively. I think that could go a long way with whoever's making the mod that you are criticizing. Even like if you're saying just straight up, these are garbage, I'm leaving, I'm not doing this anymore, I think that it could go a lot further than that with the track creator. I think the track creators take a lot of offense to that, and I think that no matter how much they say it doesn't affect them, it could definitely affect them in a mental way, confidence. Like, you spend all this time on a map and people haven't enjoyed it, right? So definitely think about their, not feelings, but you guys can do that as well, but try to think about how they look at it from their perspective, how much they've done to put it in. Everyone's quick to remind me when I say that tracks are too expensive on how much time and effort they put in. So before you go on criticizing them and saying like these probably aren't worth the money, which I could semi agree with, but that's probably for another time as well. You know, you can kind of just, you know, speak open-minded, but try to be as careful as you can with your words, and think about them at least. Don't try to be like all censored up, and don't try to limit your words and your mind. Speak what you're thinking, obviously, and that's something that a lot of people do. But I'm saying at least account for the creator's perspective and effort and time that they've put in. And I think that that's one thing that we've kind of just disregarded about these TFC tracks in particular is I can't even imagine how much time he can spend on these and just to get a little bit of praise. I think that each and every week he's getting less and less, and that's just becoming like a trend almost. So definitely got to be tough on him, and so definitely feel bad for him in that regard. But that'll probably do it for me. Like I said, probably a hypocritical video, and I'm fine with that. You guys can call me a hypocrite all you want, but I'm just saying there's a few things right now that we could probably do to lay off, you know, and take a load off, try to be a little bit more light with the game, try to have a little bit more fun with it, and try to just overall enjoy it a little bit more. That'll be it for me. Thank you guys for watching. I do hope you guys appreciate it, and you guys can consider leaving that like now, and also subscribing would go a long way. So yeah, go watch any of my past content. I'm sure you guys can enjoy some of those videos, and I'll see y'all there. Deuces.